in the Ashtabula Station on December 29. All eyes and ears turn eastward to hail the number 5. Now the Pacific Express left Erie in a blinding snow earlier that day. Not a soul should be out on a night like this, with the storm that's underway. Now the number 5 had 2 engines pulled behind her 11 cars. Its elegance and luxury, they're known both near and far. And it was nearly 7:30 when the mighty engine slowed. For the Ashtabula Station laid mere yards beyond the river gorge. Here comes the mighty number 5 with a dear cargo headed home. And the winter winds did howl, and a long whistle did moan. Now the bridge across the valley was one like no one had ever seen. Not of arches and not made of wood, but iron bolts with braces in between, and 2 pillars that climbed to heaven and flanked her on either side. And the woven wrought iron pieces that spanned 150 feet and ran 2 tracks wide. Now that mighty iron bridge was built in 1865. It was the design of a master stone, he said, and it could stand the test of time as the lead locomotive near named the Socrates. Engineer Daniel McGuire, he met the bridge at a low rate of speed. And here comes the mighty number 5 with her dear cargo headed home. And the winter winds did howl, but a long whistle did moan. Now the passengers of the number 5 were from all walks of life. Businessmen, physicians, and clergy, folks both black and white. The men drifted off in their smoking cars, and the women in their beds, and the children slept with thoughts of Christmas tide still in their heads. McGuire, he hears the iron bridge crack. Through him it sends a chill, and he feels the engine struggling as if it's going uphill. He looks back at the Columbia, it's engine number 2, and it appears as if it's sinking into the cold, dark gorge below. Here comes the mighty number 5 with her dear cargo headed home. and the winter winds did howl, but a low whistle did moan. On McGuire, he opens the throttle valve all the way to drive. His mighty engine, Socrates, to the other side. But the Columbia, not on solid ground, was dangling by a thread of the coupling rod that held it high above the riverbed. How the lead passenger coach fell straight down, then the second by its side. And as the bridge deck collapsed, well, more cars, they went flying off to the right, landing one on top of the other, some 70 feet below. When the bridge, like no other, it gave way beneath the heavy load. The Columbia could cling no longer, fell atop the passenger coach. And Dan McGuire, he looked back in horror, as if he saw a ghost. He blew the whistle of the Socrates in a frantic warning cry, until those inside the station yell, "Here come the number 5." They rushed out on the station platform and hear the frightful sound, looking out for that mighty train that was Ashtabula bound. They see the headlight of the Socrates alone out on the ridge, and the railroad repairman, he shouts, "Number 5, it's off the bridge." Out below, the icy waters gave way to fire as the valley came to light, and the tangled mess of metal exploded on that cold and bitter night. The metal cars, they burned like timbers, fueled by stoves of kerosene, as the workers made their way down the steep slopes of the ravine. Here come the mighty number 5 with the dear cargo headed home. Well, the winter winds did howl, but alone whistle did moan. Now if any soul had been left alive in that tangled heap, they were consumed by flames or swallowed up by the river deep. And the witnesses to this mournful scene were changed forevermore. Generations to come would still recall the Ashtabula Horror